Hey good people, so today in this video I'm going to show you how you can change the currency in your instance to be whatever currency. In my case I want to change it to Norwegian kroner, and as you can see now it's in the US dollars. So the first thing you got to do is to go into the currencies, so we can find it right here underneath system localization. Let's click into here. And now you can see we don't see very many, and that is because there's a filter going on looking at all the active ones. So just click on all, and then you can see all of them, and you can see we have a lot of different ones here, 138. So we will most likely find your currency. So just find it, and I'm gonna find my Norwegian NOK, and I can see it's already active, but you just need to activate your currency because this is false by default. So when that is active, we can go back to that iPad to look at the currency. So let's take a look at that. Now we can see it's still in dollars, but now we can find the Norwegian kroner within the drop down menu. But what I want to do is that I want to make it, I want to make the Norwegian kroner default on everything, even though you have the Norwegian or the English language as your system. As you can see now, I have it in English, but I still want to see the Norwegian kroner. And because there's an option that you can choose. If you have English, you're gonna show it in dollars, and if you have like Norwegian, you can display it in the Norwegian kroner. But I want to display it in the Norwegian kroner anyway, and I think that is what most Norwegians want, because we want to order something in our country. So let's go into some system properties. So using as utils, we can do P for system property. Then we can search for this. Let's start with this one. So this is actually two different ones. The currency code and the currency. So this is the default value. So I want to change that from USD to Norwegian NOK. And we can also take a look at that description quickly. So if using this single currency model, display all currencies using this currency code. Great. And and this number 2 here, use a single currency model, display all currencies in the same model regardless of the user's locale, country, and language code. So what this does is that when we make this to true, which I'm going to do, now it's going to display the Norwegian NOK anyway, even though you have Norwegian or the English language as your system default. So now let's go back and look at that iPad again to see what's up. It always takes a bit of time loading that the table, especially on the PDI. So here you can see everything is in Norwegian kroner. That is super nice. But what I can see is that this format is not correctly. In Norwegian, we use the comma as the dot and the other way around. So let me open the iPad here. So this is what it's displayed like now. Let me get that right. But the correct way is like, so we don't use yeah. So this would be the correct way for Norwegians. So there is system property just for this. So gonna look it up. So it's this one. So let's zoom into that. So it glide system okay, and here we can pick a value. Let me just show this. So in the description, it's a bit more detailed about how this works. So local code, location, format, country code, and then we have these different values here. So I know the Norwegian one is going to be NB NO. So I'm going to save that with Control S, because that is something you can do when we have the the SNUtils extension installed. So great, now this is installed. Currency user session updated. Cool. So let's go back now to that iPad to see how it looks like now. And again, this is gonna take a little bit of time. And I can already see this now is correct. So this format is now correct for the Norwegian what we call it, rules, or but what I can see it is that we have 4 decimals, and that is not something we need. It just looks a bit too crowded. 2 is enough, and there's actually a system property for this as well, called this. So use all fraction digits, and let's set that to false. And when we set that to false, we are gonna just look at, we're just getting 2. So when that is false, low, let's go back to that iPad again. And now it should be good to go. Exactly how I wanted it to. And there we are, perfect. Now we have just two digits. Nice. So if you struggle a little bit with this one, maybe you can try to log in and out and clear the cache. That would usually fix the issue if you have any problems. And yeah, hope you enjoyed that video, and I see you in the next one. Stay tuned. And if you want to know anything or want me to do a video of something, just let me know. And I'll be happy to do that because I find this quite fun. Alright, see ya.